of people. Our topic is about Israel. I made a video, uh, I think it was 2 days ago, and I told you I will take it off because I don't really to speak much about politics, but sometimes I cannot really hold myself from exposing certain people who work in politics. We know that politics is dirty, and nothing changed. It was the same through centuries and centuries. I mean, power is always a reason of corruption. Kings, they kill each other, they cheat, they lie, they destroy their nations, they sell you out, they buy you. Everything is for sale for those people. Now, I spoke 2 days ago. First of all, I know like not many people are online. I understand that, and really I don't care. I share my opinion, and people who like to watch it, they can watch it. For me, what is important is to say what is right and to say what is true. How many people accept, how many people believe, how many people watch, that's not really important much. A few days ago, the fight started between Hamas and Israel. And this has always happened every few weeks. Hamas start chilling Israel. Israel seek members of Hamas, try to chase them and try to hunt them down. And Hamas as a organization is uh, considered by all standards a terrorist organization. Even Saudi Arabia, Hamas is a part of the Muslims Brotherhood. And you see, Muslim Brotherhood, they have many branches, and Hamas is just a branch of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is located in Gaza and in the West Bank. But the major of them is located in Gaza, and they are the armed branch of the Muslim Brotherhood in that territory. Emirat, um, Saudi Arabia, many Islamic countries even, they consider them to be terrorist organization. Now, when you have a terrorist organization, and this terrorist organization, they are the same as ISIS, the same as Al-Qaeda, and they will never leave you alone. There is many reasons Hamas cannot stop fighting Israel. You see, most of people, they think it's just about, okay, they are Muslims, they believe in Allah, they believe they have to take back the Jerusalem, etc. They knew they will never take Jerusalem, and this is not even a question. The Saudi, the Emirati, the Bahrain, all the Muslims in the world, they knew that Jerusalem is far dream. It's impossible. So what this fight is about? Number one thing you need to put in your head that it is a big business. It's a huge business. You see, when we look at war, many of us, we see that people are fighting over power, right? But we don't see and we don't notice that war is a big market. It's a big industry. It's a huge one. Hamas are receiving a lot of money as donation for one reason, just because they claim they are fighting Israel. If that fight stop, the money will stop. As simple as that. And life in the Middle East is very cheap. Life in the Middle East have no value. Those people, they have nothing. They have no jobs. They have no industry. All what they have is women make babies, and they used to live by the welfare of the United Nations, which is the money of America and the money of Europe. So war is a reason, major reason to survive. Without the war, they cannot survive. And especially those who they are doing the business of war, they will make not only surviving, they will become so extremely so rich. As an example, Haniya, one of the leaders of Hamas, he have many buildings in Gaza, and he have many wives. Each one of them, she live in her own big, huge building. For sure, he can afford it because he's getting a small salary from Hamas. All of them like that. All of them, they are extremely rich, extremely wealthy, not the same as the rest of the population for sure. We are talking about the leaders. So in order to convince the leaders to give up war is like convincing them to close the business. This is one of the reasons. Now, by the way, right now I am in the Israeli defense website. All right, this is MOD government. All right, and the one we see in the screen in front of us, his name is Lieberman, as I know, and he resigned today from the Israeli government. Why he resigned? Why this guy? He resigned from the government of Netanyahu. Lieberman is the Minister of Defense in Israel, and he cannot take it anymore to work with the corrupt man. His name is Netanyahu. It is really horrible when we have two sides. They are businessmen doing business of war to keep the war going. You see, each time the Israeli almost close to finish the war, somebody stopped them, and the one who stopped them is not from abroad, it is from inside. If you remember the war before with Gaza a few years ago, and I made a video about it at that time. The name of the video is kind of funny, but I made it for a purpose. At that time, everybody was attacking Israel, and everybody was insulting the Jews, and everybody was saying they are bad, they are ugly, they are disgusting. So I made a video. It's called The Beauty of Hamas and the Ugliness of Israel. For sure, the video is showing the opposite, and I was using documentary made by the Palestinians themselves. Each time there's a war and the war started and go really aggressive, some corrupt inside the Israeli government, they stop the war. And the reason is very simple. If we make it one war for good, then where the money will come from? If you go around now and check, where is Hamas is getting their weapon from? You will not believe it if I tell you that they are buying it from the Israeli. For sure, we don't mean the Israeli who they are, me and you. I mean, like people like me and you. We are talking about real businessmen. But they don't care really for the country. They care about making money. All what they care for is making money. And I believe strongly Netanyahu is a very much corrupt man. I mean, he is people will count my words. This guy, he will end in jail. He is corrupt the same as Muhammad, the prophet of Islam. This man Lieberman, he want to finish the war. We cannot let those people shell us and bomb us from every few weeks, and then we attack them, and then we seek peace, and then we we cease fire, and then they go back again and they attack us again. I mean, this is when this is going to end. So this man, I don't know him really, I don't know much about him, but sound like he is a good man who's trying to protect his people as much as he can, and Netanyahu is preventing Israel from destroying the enemy. You see, if you go and read the history of Netanyahu, you will see that Netanyahu, he was screaming, speaking in the United Nations against Iran. Iran is a threat. Iran want to destroy Israel. Iran. But Netanyahu never attack Iran. Why you are crying? You can destroy all the facility of the nuclear weapon in Iran in 5 minutes. So why you did not do it? Why Netanyahu waited until Obama signed an agreement with the Iranian government and gave them hundreds and billions of millions of dollars, and they stop all the sanctions, which mean now Israel have no right to attack Iran. Even the European, they joined that agreement. Why this stupid guy, he did not go and finish the deal with Iran, as long you know Iran is a big threat? Why you make or you let the beast grow? You will be surprised that money is involved. As an example, during the war between Iraq and Iran, You can go right now and search on the internet, and you will find that businessmen from Israel, they were selling weapon to Iran. It's exactly what's happening now in Gaza. Those same businessmen, and I believe Netanyahu is involved in this corruption, they are selling weapon to Hamas. How we want to fight them, but we sell them weapon? The corrupt Netanyahu, during the war in Syria, he opened hospitals for Al-Qaeda, and he opened hospitals for the terrorists of Hamas, who they are Syrian Hamas. To make it simple for you, Netanyahu tried to convince us that he fight Hamas in Gaza, but he support Hamas in Syria. I'm not sure if you are getting the idea of how corrupt this man is. Are you guys getting the idea? How we are fighting Iran, but we sell weapon to Iran? Somebody explain to me. You know, this kind of corruption is always exist. They have two faces. How we are against terrorists, and then we sponsor terrorists in Syria. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I remember. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay. So now the terrorists in Syria, they are fighting Iran and Hezbollah, so we sponsor the terrorists. But the terrorists, both of them, they are terrorists, yeah. But you are not doing good by supporting terrorists. At the end of the day, both of them, they want to kill you. Just leave them alone and let them fight each other. There is something very important for people to do, is to be decent and to be truthful and to take the side of the right thing to do. You cannot be against Hamas in Gaza and supporting Hamas in Syria. That is very stupid of you. And look what happened now. Israel supported Hamas in Syria and allowed the Czech Republic to smuggle a lot of missiles which run, you know, I don't know what they call it in English. It's like the kind can track a truck even if the truck tried to run away. It have like a magnetic heat system where it can like scan the machine, where is the machine, and wherever the machine goes, because there is an engine which is hot, is running, the missile will follow it and will hit it even if you try to run away. So they asked the Czech Republic to sell these weapons to Hamas in Syria, to the Muslim Brotherhood in Syria, to Muslim Brotherhood in Libya. And Hillary Clinton, the scam, she was part of that deal too. You see, Hillary Clinton, when she met one person only from Libya after Al-Qaddafi was killed. Who is that person? Was the leader of the Muslim Brotherhood in Libya. I mean, from all Libya, we could not find somebody to meet, to plan about the future of tomorrow, except the Muslim Brotherhood, because they were preparing the Muslim Brotherhood to take over Libya. This is the plan of Obama, to establish an empire of the Muslim Brotherhood, goes all the way from Turkey, all the way to Libya, and all the way to Morocco. And almost actually they were successful, except they got a guy, he is so smart, he is smarter than a fox, his name is Putin. He destroyed all their stupid plan. So they provide them with those weapons, and last week they used this weapon for the first time against the Israeli army. Do you see how evil can come back to you? Guys, do you notice what I'm saying? Do you see how evil come back to Israel? Netanyahu, the corrupt man, he provide Hamas in Syria with those weapons. And now those weapons are used against the Israeli army inside Syria, inside Israel, killing Israeli soldiers. Lieberman, he cannot take it no more. This man we show in the screen. So he resigned today. And I hope that this Netanyahu, he will go where he belongs. It is time for the Israeli to vote for a new leader, not a corrupt man. I remind the Israeli, if there is any of them is going to listen to this video, Hezbollah was shitting you, attacking you for more than 20 years. And because always you have a potato leader, I like, don't think I'm insulting. I use the word potato a lot. I like potato. I call them potato for they are not real leaders. 20 years Hezbollah attacking you, even kidnapping soldiers, even kidnapping civilian, even kidnapping priests, even kidnapping normal people from the street, and you did nothing about it. Instead, you made them look like heroes. When one day the Israeli decide to go into action with Hezbollah, and they hit them so hard, extremely hard. Since then, Hezbollah did not even dare to fart toward Israel. Nasrullah right now, he don't even dare to drive his car in the top of the road. He don't dare to shoot a bullet at Israel. If you go and see how many times Israel hit Hezbollah in the last just 5 years, hundreds of times, and yet Hezbollah don't dare, because they learned their lesson. Israel this time is not going to play games with them. They got the message. What Israel need to do is to do the same they did with Hezbollah, with Hamas. One war, otherwise you will never have peace. You see, I am against war, because war is ugly and bloodshed, people die. But you have a terrorist organization, how you can get rid of it? I mean, if there's a solution, like if there is a way, maybe we give them cake and they will leave. Maybe we give them subscription to Netflix, they will watch movies and they'll stop attacking us. How we can stop a satanic terrorist organization? The only way is to demolish it. One-time deal. One-time deal. There's no other way. The Israeli, they need to know that there's no other solution. You will never reach peace with them, and whoever believes that there will be a peace between Israel and the Muslims, he is stupid. You see, the Israeli now, they signed a peace agreement many years ago with Egypt, right? Okay. Do you really believe that this is a peace agreement? Those Muslims, they are waiting for the day they are stronger than you so they can demolish you. It's temporarily. The Quran says that, and they follow the Quran. The Quran says, cry not for peace when you are the uppermost. Cry not for peace as long you are what? As long you are the uppermost. So what the Quran is saying to the Muslims, you can sign a peace agreement with the Israeli, but that have to be temporarily. Let me show you the verse on the screen so you can understand. I'm not making things up. You know me, I never say something unless it is true. Chapter of Muhammad. The name of the chapter, even the chapter name is Muhammad. Chapter 47, verse number 35. Read carefully, please. This is not my translation. I'm not the one is saying that. It is the Quran. And you tell me if the Quran is something extremely important for the Abdul around the world, or a piece of agreement. It's called peace agreement. Be not weary and faint-hearted, crying for peace when you should be the uppermost. Is the message clear? A Muslim is forbidden to cry for peace if he is in the situation or the position of being the uppermost. So why the Muslim Egyptian, they sign an agreement with Israel, it's called peace agreement, because simply they are waiting until they are the uppermost. Are we following? Please share the video with your friends so we can get more people to listen and to learn. This fight is not about a land, and will never be about a land. This fight about that those are Jews and we are Muslims. The Ottoman, they occupy most of the Middle East for more than 400 years. Nobody complained. The Albanian, they rule Egypt for more than 1,000 years and nobody complained. 1,000 years. You believe it? They don't have an Egyptian leader. 1,000 years ruled by people from Albania and nobody complained just because they are Muslims. So the problem with Israel is not about the land. Muhammad, he said that time will come and the Jew, they will try to run they will try to run to their life, and then the Jew will hide behind a tree or a rock, and the tree and the rock will say, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him. And by the way, the Muslims, they teach that in their schools, in their university, in their mosque. Don't think this is like history. They believe in that, and they believe that they should, this is will happen and should happen, which means this is going to be until judgment day. It's your destiny. Muhammad, he hated them very much for the Jews, they exposed him. And if there is somebody want to say, I don't believe Muhammad, he said that, my friend, I can show you. Am I making things up, or this is how it is? Read carefully with me, please. Abu Huraira reported Allah Messenger. I mean, the Muslim, they say, may peace on him. Do you see how much peaceful he is? I mean, this guy, he is too much into peace, to the point even trees will help in slaughtering the Jews. Rocks will help to slaughter the Jews. He said, the last hour would not come unless the Muslims fight against the Jews, and the Muslim would kill them until the Jews would hide themselves behind the stone, which means here we have a genocide, like, you know, that's it, we will finish them all. Would hide themselves behind a stone or a tree, and a stone or a tree would say, the tree will speak, the stone will speak, say, O Muslims, or servant of Allah, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him. And Muhammad, he claimed there's only one kind of trees, they are evil. Muhammad, he don't like them. This tree will hide the Jews. Now, I am showing you this why, because there's many naive, stupid Israelis, sadly to say, they believe that you can reach an agreement with their neighbors. You must be an official donkey to believe in that. You know, when I was in school in the Middle East, and as you know, I am an Arab from the Middle East, when we go to a classroom to learn about history, etc., the Jews are people who have tail. Actually, the first time I saw a Jew, I was looking at his ass. I mean, where is the tail? Because they made us believe that Jews are like the devil. A Jew is a satanic person, is not a human. He's a pig, he's a monkey. And they do anything in their hand, anything in their pocket, anything in the imagination to make you hate them. I remember once a Muslim, he said to me, how come always you defend the Jews? I said, why? I'm not defending the Jews, I'm defending what is right. He said, well, isn't it them who killed your Jesus, your God? I said, I thought they did not kill him as the Quran said. Isn't it the Quran say that they did not kill him? He said, yeah, the Quran say that, but according to you, they killed him. I said, oh, so why now suddenly you believe in what I believe, that Jesus was killed, but now just because you want me to hate the Jews, suddenly you sacrifice your belief and you make me believe in my belief. Suddenly now you are trying to convince me that I should hate the Jews just because they killed Jesus, but in your religion, Jesus was not killed by the Jews and never was killed. So they do everything they can to make everybody hate them, not only the Arab Muslims, even the Arab Christians. Based on what we said, do you think really ever you will have a peace agreement? Look at the stupid Israeli government, one after one. They gave south of Lebanon to Hezbollah. Okay, is Hezbollah became peaceful after you gave them south of Lebanon? No, they start attacking inside Israel. They gave the West Bank to Arafat. Was Arafat, he became a person who loved peace? No, it's still the same. They gave Gaza to Hamas. Did the people of Gaza leave you alone? No. What they want next? Next, you give them Jerusalem. Do you think they will leave you alone? Actually, if Israel ever gave Jerusalem up, Israel is gone, is history. That's it. You see, Israel is very small. Israel is a very tiny country, and it's very important for a country to exist is to have a distance between you and your enemies. And this is the problem now that Israeli have. The enemy is so close to the point they can dig under the ground and they can come to you from your home. So the more you give up land, the land for the Israelis is priceless. It's not just about the land, it's about security. The more you give up a land, the more you are insecure, the more you are destroying your country. Israeli, they are not aware of what's going on. And I say that to you because I can show you right now in YouTube how many Israeli they believe that Israel is not being unjust to the Palestinians. By the way, those they call them Palestinian, none of them is a Palestinian. None of them is Palestinian. The first time Arabic language spoke in this territory, it was in the time of Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. Go and see what year is that. Before that, there's no Arab and nobody speak Arabic there. The language there spoken is Aramaic or Hebrew, which means if the Christian they speak Aramaic, the Jews they speak Hebrew. They are themselves occupation. The same as Erdogan, he gave us a speech about occupation, but he himself, his country is not exist in the map. This is Constantinia. It was occupied from the Christians, and he is there. He have no right to be. But yet he is schooling Israel about occupation. There's nothing called Jordania, my friend. Jordan is not a country. There was never before a country it's called Jordan. Jordan is the creation. You see, all the maps you see in the map in the Middle East today is the creation of the French and the British. Even the map of Israel, which is not right. Israel deserved to be a lot bigger than what they have right now. It was the decision of the British and the French. They are the one who made Jordan big, and they are the one who made Israel small. They are the one who made Syria today, and they are the one who made Iraq today. But at that time, the Jews are very small, you know. They didn't have an army. I don't know how many of you knows about what happened the first time the Arab Muslims attacked Israel. Anyone remember? Who remember? Do you know at that time Israel have how many airplane? Anyone knows? Zero. A huge army, volunteer from every country in the Middle East coming to fight and kill all the Jews. Volunteer. They take them from the square yard in the city downtown. Who want to go and do jihad? Allahu Akbar. And people, they volunteer. Thousands and thousands came from everywhere. And the Jews, they were a minority. Small, tiny minority. And actually, until now, they're still. They came from everywhere. But the mercy of God was able to destroy their plan. Otherwise, they are easy to destroy Israel at that time. Maybe many of you do not know what happened. There is a bunch of airplane pilot. They decide to go and join Israel in their war. So they carry their own private airplane. Private airplane. It's not even like, it's not legally like a government airplane. It's like, you know, old, you know. So they fly all the way to the Middle East. Imagine how far the journey. I think it was a 3 or 4 airplanes. The day the Muslims attack Israel, those airplanes, I think one of them destroyed in the way, and the other one destroyed in the first day. It's like technical, you know. It's like it's an old airplanes. I mean, there was only two airplane left. The Arab, they thought that Israel have a lot of them, so they decide to withdraw. 2 airplane change the destiny of the war. Do you believe it? 2 airplane. If the Arab continue the invasion, they will be able to destroy Israel. But they saw that 2 airplanes they can kill a lot, and they can do a lot. So they decide to run away, not knowing that it is only 2 airplanes. See? Uh, well, they are evil. Iranian government and Hezbollah, they are evil and they should be destroyed. But the problem is, my friend, you see, even when Israel attacked Hezbollah many years ago, and they did really harm them badly, inside Israel, they've been forced to stop the war. They should not. They should not until they finish Hezbollah one time for good. Don't start a fight if you don't want to finish it. Don't sacrifice soldiers if you are not going. I mean, you see what the problem in Israel. Israel is a democratic country, and this is the one of the weakness of democracy. In democracy, a leader is a politician. You guys, you know what I'm saying? In democracy, a leader is a politician, which means he is worried about election. He is not a dictator. A dictator, he don't care. Nobody is going to go in election against him. So he's not worried about next election. In Israel, because of that, that is a big weakness. Actually, me myself, I wish, truly I wish that Israel is going to have a dictator, because this is the only way that Israeli can have victory. Someone he decide, he do what he need to do, and he don't care about what the rest will say. He will not think about himself. The second you are a dictator, maybe it's bad, maybe it's ugly, maybe etc. You can say whatever you want, but in this situation, you need a dictator. One of the points in Russia, Putin is so strong that Russia is a kind of a democracy, but it run at the same time by the dictator, which making him an absolute power and making him so powerful. And now look at Russia. Who dare to play with Russia? Nobody. If Russia have a democracy the same as USA, Russia today will not be the same as it is today. Russia is extremely strong, powerful, because they have one guy control everything. Look at America. The president he don't have the authority even to close the border. He cannot do anything. Two parties fighting over power. One wanna go right, one wanna go left. And then we end going nowhere. You know what I mean? Is my idea clear? You see, Hitler, let me tell you about Hitler. Hitler, now you are making fun of him, but if Hitler was a winner, all of you will be worshiping him now. You see, always in history, people worship the winner and they throw rocks at the loser. If Hitler was the winner in that war, do you think anyone dare to say Nazis are bad? Do you think anyone dare to say Hitler was bad? Nobody. Always the loser, they put him down. Hitler, he made Germany a very powerful country. Extremely. He made the mistakes and he lost the war, especially when he attacked the Russian. Very stupid mistake. But always always you don't understand the reality. That reality is, even the evil one, if he won, he will be praised, the same as what happened to Muhammad. Who is more evil, Hitler or Muhammad? Who killed more Jews, Hitler or Muhammad? But look, nobody now is saying Muhammad is a bad person. They are praising him. European countries are opening mosques. They are bringing Muslims, allowing Islam to be spread. They have no problem with the ideology of Islam, which is teaching hate. Look what we have in front of us on the screen. If you go to Europe, if you say that somebody here like Hitler, they will arrest him. Okay, how come you don't arrest somebody believing Muhammad? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? How come Hitler is bad, but Muhammad is not bad? Isn't it the same idea? Hitler want to kill all the Jews. Muhammad want to kill all the Jews. Why Muhammad is not banned from Europe? Are we listening, people? Why Hitler is bad and Muhammad is not bad? Both of them, they did the same. Actually, if you go in the Middle East, every Arab Muslim, he worship Hitler. And the reason what? He killed the Jews. None of them hate Hitler. So how you allowed a satanic teaching like this teaching in front of us on the screen? Is that satanic or not? The answer is that they don't have the courage to say Muhammad is an evil man. They're potatoes. Once the Pope he said Muhammad he brought nothing but evil, the Muslims they start burning churches in the Middle East. All right. So because they are afraid of their evil, they don't dare to say the evil is evil. This is the teaching of Muhammad. You see, I'm not against Muslims as a human being like me. I'm against evil. Why a Muslim want to kill all the Jews? Why? A Jew is a human being like you. Why you want to kill the Christians? Why you want to kill the atheists? Why you want to kill the Hindus? Why you want to kill the Buddhas? I mean, name one religion or non-believers. Muslim don't have a problem with them. They want to fight everybody. Why? Because Muhammad, he said, I've been ordered to fight all mankind until nobody but Muslims. This is not a brainwash, my friend. You see, we keep saying the word brainwash, but you don't understand that this is about the benefit. The idea of Islam is we will go and kill the Jews and give them your money. There's a video made by a cleric from Egypt. He said, do you know why Egypt now today is poor? Do you have an idea? I wish I can play the video for you, but you can search it. He said the reason we are poor because we are not doing jihad no more. Imagine now if we attack Israel or we attack Europe and we enslave all the blonde girls and we take all their money, how rich we will be. It's not about brainwashed, it's a business. They have a religion allowing them to attack the neighbor, take his wife, take his money, take his daughters, take his land, take his fruits, take his goods, take his jewelries, and he will not feel guilty. It's a very comfortable gang belief. This is not about brainwash. They knew. Stop fooling yourself about being brainwashed. They knew. He is teaching his followers that we are poor for this reason. He's not talking about God now. He's talking about you want to get rich. The same as Muhammad one day he said to his followers, attack the Roman and get the blondie. Well, Egypt will be destroyed if they go in war now, but what if they get and they earn the nuclear weapon in 20 years from now? Egypt is very huge. If we compare Egypt to Israel, Israel is tiny, little tiny. It's the size of a farm in Egypt. Which means it doesn't matter how big you are, still you have a big risk because all the population of Israel in a small area. Egypt is a very mass land. Same as Saudi Arabia, same as Libya, same as Egypt is a very small, is a very big country compared to Israel. And this is what is waiting for Israel. They are waiting for the time they are powerful. And now they are trying to convince the stupid American to build a nuclear facility in Saudi Arabia. Yes, the stupid Trump, he might do it. The Russian might do it. Money, everything for sale. Iran, almost they reached the point making a nuclear weapon. Actually, I believe maybe they have it already. I don't believe they don't have it. Time will come. No, they are not strong army. You see, the problem is not about strong army. It's about belief, because they can fight you without having an army. Like look now at Hamas. They send a woman in the street. She come to you. She asked you, do you know how to go to this hospital? and you start pointing your finger at the sky to show her where to go, and then she, while you are busy trying to help her to go, she get her knife and she stab you. War have many ways, and terrorism is very active. When Muhammad said, I've been victorious by terrorism, he knew what he's talking about, right? Well, they can lie about it if you don't expose them, and this is what we are doing. And you know, let me tell you guys, I want to tell you something. I hope people will not be upset. If I am a Muslim, how many viewer I will have right now? I know it's late, it's early morning, etc. So I have like only 200 people watching. Usually I have like maybe 500, 600. But if I am a Muslim, how many people they will share my videos, download them, post them around? You will not believe it. So what we do, we blame them for being who they are, but we don't do anything. We just watch. You know what I mean? Oh, Christian Prince is fighting for us, so you know. Okay, we have Sam Shamoun is debating the Muslims. Okay, Sam Shamoun. You know, if you look how many people they are exposing Islam, you can count them by fingers. If you look how many people they are fighting Christianity, we can count them by millions. And the Christian don't get the support in any way, in any mean. And I mean what I say. In order to win against the devil, you have to have a united front. Not to stand behind a few warrior and say they will do the job. They are few. We do what we can, but this is not our size. The war is bigger than who we are. You see, the Muslim, they think that a Christian Prince, he have a secretary and he have an army behind. I am just one man. I have nobody. I have nobody. Actually, nobody even know who I am. How many videos I made today? You can tell how much I'm giving from my time for what I do. What I can do more. I mean, honest to God, my voice is gone. I'm really tired. My eyes hurt, and yet I feel guilty for not speaking about something I should speak about. But look, the Christians, they watch. I made videos exposing this guy who was trying to humiliate David Wood. But how many people they download it? How many people will say, go and see? We have 600 view. I made the video in the morning, 600 view. Why? If it was a song of a girl shaking her bum, you will see how many view will have. Nobody really care. You see, we cannot blame the evil to be there, but yet we don't want to fight the evil. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. It's okay. You know, I'm used to it, guys. You don't know. Honest to God, you can ask some people who knows me for many years. Sometime I used to go on for 24 hours. 24 hours. I'm not exaggerating. Because in a certain time, there was a vacuum. Everybody's speaking about Islam as a wonderful religion. There's nobody even dare to speak about it. At that moment, I felt I have a duty. And I spent a lot of time from my life to fight this cult. And I was very successful. I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm not saying I'm not successful. Absolutely not. I'm very successful. I'm so happy of what I did. Because one person, he was able to change a lot. What I'm saying, if one person can do that, imagine if all of us we do together what one person can do. I understand that you do not have the knowledge I have, but isn't this what I do every day, sharing my knowledge with you? Didn't I open an Arabic classroom to teach you for free? Imagine I made it for free, nobody come. I made it for money, people come. You believe it? When I made it for free, Nobody came, nobody attend. First day they were excited, it was 20. Second day it was 15. The third day it was etc. A week after they are 5, and then 2 weeks after they became 2. What I can do more? You want to learn Arabic? I said, let us teach you. You want to learn about Islam? I'm here for you. You want me to debate Muslims? I'm doing it every day. You want me to make videos to explain things to you? I do my best. I have thousands and thousands of videos. What I can do more? You want me to write books? I did wrote books. What I can do more? You know? Uh, uh, no, but the point is people don't appreciate what is for free. They think, you see, even Jesus, people, they take it as a cheap offering, because Jesus, they think it's for free. Jesus, he paid his blood for you. They say to you that your salvation is for free. Absolutely, it's not for free. It was priceless. The Messiah, he died in the cross. He was crucified. How it's for free? What is free about that? But people, when you say to them for free, they think it's have no value. Like, I mean, why it's for free? Obviously, it's nothing. You know what I mean? They get the idea. If something is so expensive and something is for free, the free is nothing. I mean, I'm not going to go. You tell a person, I get you a ticket for a place to go, and the price for it is $2,000. He will die to go. And tell him it's for free. I mean, obviously, there's nothing there, right? We have always to remember that there is garbage always in your house and in my house. If we don't throw it, somebody have to throw the garbage. And look like it's my destiny to clean the garbage, which is okay. You know, I'm not complaining. I wear mask every day. By the way, the Muslim, they say, if you read the comments, you see the Muslim, they say, Christian Prince, why you don't dare to show your face? And this is one of the stupid things the Muslims, they say. Let me ask you a question. Why your prophet don't dare to show us his angel, his miracles? You are worried about my face. I'm not a prophet. I am not an actor. Why you want to see my face? You want to hear my answers, not my face, my friend. But because you are a coward like your prophet, you try to find an excuse. Oh, because you are not showing us our face, so we want to debate you. That is an excuse. What do you want from my face? I like it this way. And now I can fly to Saudi Arabia and they cannot ban me. They do not know who I am. That's fun. I can go to the heart of the Middle East and they will not stop me. They don't know who I am. And look, someone like Robert Spencer, because they knew his face, what they do, they sign a big, huge petition to the UK government and they ban him from entering UK. Do you see what happened when somebody have his face showing? You are a coward. You could not take what this guy is saying, so you ban him, right? No, I'm talking about the excuse. You see, Muhammad, if you want to talk about cowardice, your prophet himself, the first people he ran to hide between them, it was the Christian. The Christian, they gave him asylum in Ethiopia. The Jews, they gave him asylum in Yathrib, which now became Mecca after he killed them. Even Muhammad, he never debated the Christians. When they asked him for a debate, he did not face them face to face. He said, okay, invite your wives, I invite my wives, invite your children, I invite my children, and let us invoke Allah to curse the one is lying. Curse him party. Because he don't dare to have a real debate. So, you know, we go back to our topic about Israel. I hope the Israeli, and I hope I'm not wrong, they will choose someone like this man to be a prime minister. I did respect this man when he decided to leave the government of Netanyahu, because Netanyahu is not doing his job to protect Israel. It doesn't matter really who is going to be prime minister. I pray and I hope that the Lord will answer my prayer, that the Israeli government, the one we have right now, is going to collapse. and they will have a new prime minister who is a real man, a real leader, a real person who is willing to do whatever is going to take. It might sound weird. I hope that the Israeli government is going to collapse, and many members of it, they are going to resign from the stupid Netanyahu government. And I hope that the Israeli, they will choose someone better than Netanyahu, because obviously he don't fit in any way, in any mean, to be a prime minister. They need someone who is strong, someone who is willing to protect Israel, someone is willing to take it and walk the walk to the end, not someone doing a business. Stay away from people doing business. And sadly, all government in this world now, they are doing business. We are friends with Saudi Arabia. The guy, the Saudi Arabia, you know, they got a guy coming inside the embassy, they cut him pieces. I mean, how we can be friend with those people? You tell me. How we can even have them having an embassy in our country? What if a Christian prince go to the embassy of Saudi Arabia? What they would do to me? You know what I mean? What kind of friends those friends? But business, money, you know, money talk. They don't care really. Even if you are a criminal, even if you are a gang, even if you are, it doesn't matter who you are. Just bring your money. They don't care. See, Al-Qaddafi one day was the best friend for America after he gave up his weapon and to Europe. Why money? Qaddafi is a sick, evil person and mad in the same time. Saddam Hussein during the war with Iran, all the West is his friends. Money, my friend. When Kuwait was occupied by Saddam Hussein, the whole world stand to support Kuwait. Why? Money. Kuwait is a small, tiny country. How come when the Tutsi and whatever they name in Africa, they were killing each other and more than 600,000 burned alive and killed, slaughter? How come NATO did not move? How come America did not move? Clinton at that time, the coward. Because there's no money. Those are African poor people. Let them die. But when Kuwait happened, everybody want to defend Kuwait. The East, the West. Every country in the world suddenly is in love with Kuwait. Kuwait is in the size of a farm. The whole population of Kuwait at that time is not even 200,000. Actually, the Prince of Kuwait, he paid for all his citizens to stay in hotels. You believe it, how big the country is? All of them, they stay in the hotel, and the Prince, he pay the hotel. This is how big the population of the country.